How does that saying go? The more popular you are, the more you live rent-free in people's minds. Okay, I don't think that's actually a saying, but that seems to be the case with Elden Ring. From Software really hit the big time with this game, and it exceeded all expectations, even their own. It's gone on to sell 20 million copies thus far. It achieved a 96 Metacritic, and it's won numerous awards, including Game of the Year. And rightfully so, it deserved it. But with all those awards and all that high praise comes the naysayers and the ones who downplay this game. Every so often, we will come across a really bad take, or at the least, one that creates conversation around Elden Ring, and you could say that this is definitely one of them. Now, before we get into this tweet I'm about to read, I just want to say that whenever I read something like this, I'm interested in talking about what was said and not so much the person themselves. So I don't want to seem like I'm attacking or making fun of them or anything. So, okay, I can be a little bit mean, but I keep it gaming and I try to have fun with it, and I hope that comes across in this video. So let's talk about what I was responding to. So Mandy Lee Plays said this in a tweet. I don't know why people keep comparing Elden Ring to Tears of the Kingdom. I guess since both are open world, but Tears of the Kingdom is clearly the best. Elden Ring is popular because of the difficulty and the game sucks, while Tears of the Kingdom is actually fun and challenging. So as you can imagine, this tweet didn't go over so well with the Souls community. Even people who are not into Souls that much were coming by with their opinion and saying this ain't it. And the even more interesting thing about that is that Mandy Lee Plays is no stranger to getting heat from the Souls community. She criticized Elden Ring in the past and even advocated for easy mode in From Software games. She and I even had a little back and forth where I let her know these games are fun for us and there are tutorials to help in the case that she ever wants to try it again. I never really aim to attack people, as I said before, but a lot of the Souls community are not so kind. Mandy surely knows by now that they can be relentless. With the get goods and the skill issue comments, they will not stop. And so it makes me wonder, maybe this is intentional. Maybe Mandy likes to push buttons and get a rise out of people and maybe get that engagement. And now here I am making a dedicated video towards it, so I am definitely adding to that engagement. And hey man, if it gets me talking about Elden Ring, it gets us to laugh a little bit, then why the heck not? Being somebody who's been making Souls content for how many years now, since Bloodborne came out, and being a part of this community and seeing how the community treats each other, and then also at the same time how they treat outsiders, and how we make our how-to videos and we want to help each other out, I can really say that when it comes to a lot of the criticism that we give back on people with these takes, it mostly comes from a place of love. Believe it or not, I know, skill issue, get good, but it comes from the heart. And I'm not gonna sit here and just repeat those words because you've heard them a million times, but I will sit here and say they're kind of right. They're actually very right. This does seem like a skill issue, because after beating only 2 bosses and then complaining about the difficulty and then accusing Elden Ring of only being popular because of that difficulty, yeah, it only leads me to feel that they are right. It is a skill issue. To say that Elden Ring sucks and that it's only popular because of the difficulty is just not true. I would say more so it's popular because it's an open world and it's done so freaking well. And at the same time, it was marketed to a wider audience, which tried Souls for the first time, and now they appreciate what's more about it beyond the difficulty. And yeah, difficulty is part of that. Overcoming that difficulty is definitely part of that experience, but it's a full package of other things that Mandy and maybe others who agree with Mandy are just not understanding. They just never saw because they quit. And I still want to know which boss made it happen. Was it Margit? Was it Godric? Was it the Tree Sentinel? I gotta know, which boss was feasting? I bet they were having a buffet. You're just eating. But man, they ate me too. Shoot, we died a lot too. A lot of us died a lot because it's just part of it. and learning from those mistakes and all that. You already know what I'm gonna say. That's what makes it sweeter, so much sweeter, to actually overcome and get it done. That's what it's all about. Yes, that's very much part of it. But like I said, there's a lot more to it. It's a full package. Elden Ring's just full of so many great things beyond the difficulty. It's not just that. It's the open world. It's the bosses, the designs of the bosses and the enemies, the patterns, the gameplay loop, the exploration, the atmosphere. I mean, there's so much more to it. So to just say it's only popular because of difficulty is just straight up downplaying it. And it sounds mad salty. It really does. And it's okay to be bad at certain games. I've been bad at a few games for sure. Super Meat Boy, I did not want to have the patience to learn it and get better at it. But did I go around tweeting that it's a horrible game, that it's trash? No, not at all. And if anything, I would probably praise it for kicking my butt the way it did, because it had me quit, basically. And to have myself beat down that bad is kind of admirable. But for whatever reason, From Software games and Souls games don't really get the same courtesy. It's almost like a pushback. And really, at the end of the day, I think it's because of the fans. I think those on the outside who see the fans as passionate as we are, and we will defend these games and try and convince people that no, they're actually really good. You just have to try them. And it's like coming from that place of love, right? That place in the heart. Like, we're really trying to get you guys to play them. I think the outsiders and the ones who did try and they failed and they just got frustrated, I think it aggravates them more. And somebody like Mandy might relate to that because maybe she sees the pushback. She obviously got it in her tweets. She got the Souls gamers saying get good over and over, skill issue over and over. And that probably leads her to be even more annoyed and push back even more and just say, F these games. I don't like From Software. Elden Ring sucks. Whatever. And I just feel like that's probably what could be going on here. Souls fans are just super passionate. I mean, we just are. And I, for one, am not going to care if you hate the game or not. If anything, I feel like when people don't like the games I like, it makes me like them more. Because I'm just kind of a petty person and it just makes me appreciate the games more, I guess. But overall, I mean, people not liking what I like doesn't really bother me. As far as her comments about Tears of the Kingdom actually being better, if that's her opinion, then by all means, that's her opinion. They're very different games though. I saw a good quote about these two games and it said something along the lines of Elden Ring is about what you can find and Tears of the Kingdom is about what you can do. And it's the perfect quote. I totally agree with it. Tears of the Kingdom isn't just about what's around the corner, but it's also about how can I get over there with the powers that I have. Meanwhile, Elden Ring is about dreading what's around the corner. They're just different vibes. They're different games. They're both open world, so that's probably why people are comparing them, and that's totally fine. I feel like you can, for sure. But overall, they're just very different games. So putting down one of them to praise the other, I feel like it's not really necessary. They both can be good in their own ways, and that's how I feel about them. They're both good in their own ways. And even though I am a big time Souls fan, I still like Tears of the Kingdom. And I don't sit there playing it thinking, oh, that's worse than Elden Ring. This sucks. Elden Ring didn't do that. Elden Ring was better. You know, I'm not thinking like that. So coming up with these tweets and these bad takes and trying to put one against the other and put one down just to build the other up, it's just kind of silly to me. And again, it's not going to go over well with the fans. And even people who are not Souls fans are going to be like, huh, are you serious? And especially if they don't like Nintendo, they're going to come at you. So hopefully, Mandy, you know, we can laugh about this and you can laugh about it. Hopefully the ratios and the pushback wasn't too crazy on you. You know, the Souls fans, they could be crazy, right? I mean, I would know. I've seen them. And sometimes they're very new age fans, like they just played Elden Ring or just played Sekiro and then now they played Elden Ring and then they're acting like they, you know, are above everybody. That happens, and I don't really condone that, all right? I don't really condone that. I'm more about helping people. I have a channel based around that, basically. Me being a old mom now that struggles in games. And even when I was first playing Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne, like I struggled a lot. And I think coming from that, it inspires me to want to help other people. So if you look at my channel, I have a lot of how-to videos. I like to give people an example of somebody who is not the best. And when I can do it, then I feel like anybody can. Okay, so that's kind of my my mentality and what I've always tried to do on this channel. So I hope that comes across, but at the same time, I do feel inclined, because these tweets were a little too spicy, I feel inclined to go ahead and say, get good, god damn it. Nah, but anyways, that's my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was a fun one to watch. Thank you for watching it, and I will catch you guys in my next one. All right, take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.